Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. I'm not saying you'll ever draw this, and I'm going to try to do a little bit better on the second one, given this turn. But I just started out with a letter of the alphabet. Let me just move this out of the way and get rid of my black background. Let's zoom in here, and I'm just going to type out the capital letter V. Make it quite a bit bigger, and then I'm going to flip it because I like working in that dimension. But now I'm going to change this to something thicker. Let's try this. I looked at this earlier and that looks pretty cool. I used impact earlier, but we can make this work. I am going to left click, right click, and then I got to go to object and convert it to a curve. By doing that, now I can move some things around. Now, since it's a curve, I can take this top and bring this up. Well, take it back. I got to go here and right click, turn these into a curve. Then I can go about in the middle, kind of give a little bit of a curve look. That's pretty close. But now we need to take a 3-point line and go from that node. I'm going to go to about there and then just kind of give a little bit of a curvature. I don't like that knot right there, so I'm going to give it a little bit more curve. And if you were doing this for real, you could probably mirror it and make it perfect. But now what we're going to do is we got to pick a spot that we're going to rotate it from. So I'm going to go P and P. So now that's in the center of the page. I'm going to move this up with the four-sided cross. Well, you know what? I got to group it together to be able to do that. Well, let me just move it up first. Get it right on that line. Pretty close, because I want those indexing lines here in a second. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to Control D to duplicate it. I'm going to double click on the rotation. I'm going to put it in the center of the page. Now I'm going to rotate it any degree, but I'm going to go 45 degree. Now I don't need the rest of this stuff, so I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key. I don't have to delete anything but that right there. Now this will all pretty much be hidden. So I'm going to get the interactive, or I'm going to get the smart fill tool. I'm going to use that orange that I like so much lately. And I'm going to go right there and right there. Now I'm going to grab this one, get the interactive fill tool, and go upwardly and put a little black in there to make it look like it's going underneath something. Once again, I'm not really ecstatic about the part. I'm just going to get rid of all the lines. So I'm going to left click or right click, no outline. I'm going to Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, get my center rotation, put it on the center of the page, and it's not there. So a lot of times I'll come off and come back. And now I'm going to rotate it that 45 degrees. Now I'm going to have a little bit different pattern in the center that I did the other one. But you can see that you've got a rotation. And if we take away the indexing lines and take a black box, fill it in while left clicking, object, order, back a page. That's pretty cool. And you could change this, to whatever you wanted. That was so quick and easy. Let's just back up and do it. It's just because let's tell you what, let's back up completely. Where I had both boxes. And that's because I've got that line right there. That's right there. So when we change this, okay, I've got it grouped together. So I'm going to go up to object. Even though we want to change the other one, I'm going to go group and ungroup and change that. And let's actually make it a little bit different looking and put it right there. Now I'm going to get rid of my original. I'm going to have to complete that line. bringing my indexing lines back. I'm going to Control G to group all that together. Control D to duplicate it. And I'm going to rotate it a negative 45 degrees. Whoop, that didn't work because I didn't move my rotation to that center. Negative 45 degrees to put it back. Now I'm going to go Control D to make a duplicate and rotate it back to 0. So it's going to be a total different look this time. I think it'll be nice. So we're going to take this and just cut this away. And now take the Smart Fill tool, which I should use my hotkey. Well, I guess I don't have the hotkey anymore on that subject. Go up to Interactive Fill tool and let's put a little bit of darkness to it. And you don't have to use dark. You could use light. But to me, darkness represents that it's going underneath the shadow. Let's move this out of the way and let's don't delete this. Let's just move it out of the way and let's put this back. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate. Double click on rotation and put it in the center of the page. It's not there. Let's zoom in. Rotate this 45 degrees and see now our center, now duplicate and go 90 degrees. Our center is going to look totally different now. It's going to look like a octagon. Anyway, once we put the black background on it, it really makes it stand out, especially with that shadow group or order and back of page. Pretty impressive, just a few tools you might learn. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.